Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, all, sir.
Please be seated.
Thank you, sir.
Satyam,
Yes, sir.
you are working in Hydro Development Corporation. What is the nature of job?
So earlier I was working in TD Hydro Development Corporation. Currently, I'm working in ONGC Limited.
Okay.
In THDC, my job was I was in training period for 4 to 5 months.
Okay.
That was my probation period also. So I got a training at NPTI in Faridabad, and after that I also worked got exposure to THRI HPP and THRI PSP, which was under erection commissioning.
Okay. In India, how many hydropower stations are there? What are the hydropower station capacity in our country?
Sir, total installed capacity is 46 gigawatt for hydropower.
Okay.
And as of now, we have major hydropower stations at Uttarakhand. After that, in Himachal Pradesh, that are operated by SJVN, and various state governments, as in Maharashtra has few hydropower plants, and Gujarat and MP also has on the Narmada River, that Sardar Sarovar. And
In the hydropower station, which type of the synchronous generator they use?
so salient pole synchronous generator is used in hydropower plants.
Okay. How the shaft is arranged at that hydropower station? A synchronous shaft, how is arranged? Vertical or horizontal?
Sir, the axis is kept vertically in large power hydropower plants.
Why so? Any specific reason?
Sir, because if the water comes, then it can curl around the complete turbine, so that the torque can be created on all the blades of the turbine. So that might be one of the reasons.
Okay. Now that synchronous generator connected to bus bar.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now due to any reason that field winding circuit is open circuited.
Okay.
That field winding circuit is open circuited, then what will happen? How that machine behaves?
Sir, it is salient pole synchronous generator, so if field winding is open circuited, so the power due to field circuit would be zero. However, it would function as reluctance motor due to the VT square by 2
Reluctance motor.
reluctance
We are
generator.
removing the only field winding. Listen carefully. Prime mover is there.
Yes,
They are
sir.
removing only field winding.
Yes, sir.
The reluctance motor.
Sir, if field winding is removed, then the excitation would be zero. So it would run on the VT square by 2 1 upon XQ minus 1 upon XQ.
How the machine works? I want only that one. I don't want the equation. How that machine works?
Sir, as in it would try to supply the power with the help of the reluctance power term.
Okay. What is the short circuit ratio?
So that is the 1 upon XS. That is the
Importance of short circuit ratio. Importance.
Sir, it is the ability of generator to withstand the power surges. That is EV by X sin delta. So 1 by XS, that gives the ability of generator to withstand power surges.
Okay. See, in that synchronous generator analysis, they use the two terms, torque angle and load angle. These two angles are same or different? Torque angle and load angle.
Sir, these two angles are different.
Can you explain how they are different?
So one angle is between the fields of that resultant field and rotor field, that generated rotor field. After that, sir, the another angle is between it is related to torque. I am not sure. I'll have to read about it.
Okay. If you come to synchronous motor is not self-starting. Why so?
Sir, synchronous motor, it is not self-starting, as in we have two windings. Firstly, we supply power through stator. After that, we have DC supply through rotor, which has to follow the stator and then catch up to the speed. So, as an induction generator, induction motor is self-starting because of the principle of induction. The rotor tries to catch the stator field. However, in this case, we have to supply external power to make it catch to the stator field.
Okay. Can you draw the graph between the armature current and the field current for the synchronous motor?
Sure, sir.
ऊपर ले लो.
Yes, sir. So synchronous generator.
Synchronous motor.
Motor, okay. Sir, so we would have a V curve which would be for lag it would be
okay.
on the left side.
Okay, sufficient.
Yes.
If you come to transformer, what is this phenomena of doubling effect?
Sir,
Can you
as
explain?
in case of transformer, initially when we switch on the supply to it, then we have steep increase in flux. That is, the flux starts from 0. However, it goes to a high value, that is 2 phi m, due to the differential equation which we solved.
Why it is begin the 2 pi m? Any reason for that one? Can you give clear explanation?
Sir, if we switch on it at the instant of 0 voltage, then the flux goes to 2 phi m, that is phi m into 1 minus cos omega naught t. So
Okay.
at certain time it reaches.
Okay. Can you tell some advantage of the coreless transformer?
Coreless transformer.
Yes.
Sir, firstly, the hysteresis and eddy current losses would reduce, that is, the core losses would reduce because the transformer would not be having the core. So we would not have the hysteresis loop, and at the same time, no eddy current losses would also be there. So that would be one of the advantages.
In the three-phase transformer, this third harmonic current is a desirable or undesirable?
Sir, in three-phase transformer,
Yes.
third harmonic current, so like it flows in closed loops, as I'm aware. Sir, I'll have to read about its advantages.
In case of the induction motor, what is the meaning of this cogging phenomena?
Cogging.
Yes, cogging.
So like when induction motor is started, sometimes it does not start at the fundamental speed, rather it starts at the fifth harmonic or seventh harmonic speed. So we have rotation at lower speed, so that is cogging.
The cogging. Then what about crawling?
Oh, sorry sir, that I'm sorry sir.
Okay. Again, in the induction motor, why the starting current is high?
An induction motor.
Yes. Why the starting current is high?
Sir, like we operate on direct online starting, then the at initially the that is the slip is 1. So due to which we have very low resistance at the initial instant of time. That is why we have high current, that is 5 to 6 times the full load current in the beginning.
Okay. My last question, in the squirrel cage induction motor, how the winding is connected? Is it star connection, delta connection, or any other connection name for that one?
So in squirrel cage we have star connection with end rings short circuited, as far as I can remember.
Star connection. Rotor winding.
Rotor winding, yes sir, we provide star connection to the same.
Okay, sir.
So you are working in ONGC?
Yes
Okay.
sir.
So in terms of total domestic production, how much percentage ONGC is contributing in crude oil and natural gas?
So 70 to 80% of the total domestic production, that is 20% of India's oil requirement, is being currently produced by ONGC.
Okay, very good. And how many number of oil basins India is having?
Sir, the exact number as in it is currently varying, but approximately, sir, it must be 5 to 6 as per the latest ONGC website.
How many is discovered by ONGC?
Sorry, sir, I'll have to check the numbers.
Okay. There are some group companies of ONGC.
Group companies.
Yes. Do you know any one of them? Any name that you know?
Sir, as in related to the same sector which are working.
Group companies not related to the same sector. It means
Okay.
management is taking
Yes, sir, I got it, sir.
control of
So,
other companies also.
sir, like HPCL is one of the subsidiary in which ONGC has majority stake. After that, Pawan Hans, ONGC has 49% stake. Sir, Mangalore Refinery Petrochemical
Yes.
Limited.
Okay, correct answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell us the working of solar cell. How it works?
Yes, sir. So, solar photovoltaic cell works on the principle of the solar characteristics of PV diode. As in, sir, if I can draw the graph.
You can explain.
Yes, sir. Like in solar panel, when we have intensity of light falling on the PN junction, then we have creation of free electrons, due to which we have flow of charges. And if we connect a load to across it, then we have flow of charges through the load. That creates the potential difference and required
Okay,
current.
understood the process. Okay, how much they are efficient?
Sir, nearly 22 to 23% has been the latest data for the same.
Which type of material do we use?
Sir, like the material, so polycrystalline and monocrystalline solar panels as of now I have heard.
So polycrystalline, monocrystalline of what? Of which material?
Sir, I am not sure of the exact material.
Can we use silicon?
Sir, I'll have to check about it.
Okay. And what is difference between polycrystalline and monocrystalline material?
Sir, as in the efficiencies in both the cases are different. That is the that is the orientation in terms of materials. We have isotropic and anisotropic nature of materials in both the cases. So in monocrystalline we have isotropic nature, so it has higher efficiency. In case of polycrystalline, the orientation is anisotropic, so which gives lower.
And what about amorphous material?
Sir, like the opposite of isotropic is amorphous materials. So the same must be true for polycrystalline.
So
Yes.
isotopic material, they are crystalline materials.
Yes, sir.
So what is crystal?
Sir, crystal. Sorry, sir. I'll have to check the exact definition.
Any crystal structure name that you know?
Sir, body-centered cubic, simple
Okay.
cubic structure.
In electric vehicle sector, government has proposed some schemes.
Okay.
Okay, do you know any scheme?
Sorry, sir. I'll have to read about it.
Any target that you know government of India is projecting for 2030?
Sir, 500 gigawatt of renewable energy penetration is being proposed by Government of India by 2030.
Okay. For a material to be a superconductor, there are some conditions.
Yes, sir.
What are those conditions?
Sir, firstly, the temperature should be below its critical temperature. Sir, secondly, the magnetic field should be below the critical magnetic field for that material. And sir, current also, as per Silsby rule, we should have current below certain value.
So these are the conditions of temperature
Yes, sir.
and other things. But material should be what? What is superconductor? If someone will ask what is superconductor, then what you are going to explain?
Sir, as in the materials which show zero resistance, that is infinite conductivity below certain temperature is known
And
as.
there is one more property superconductors should have in superconducting state. What is
Sir,
that property?
Yes, sir. That is related to magnetism, as in it should be purely diamagnetic.
Correct answer. Suppose material is purely diamagnetic. How much permeability it should have?
So like chi-m should be equals to -1, so 1 plus mu, it should be zero permeability.
Okay, correct answer. What is critical magnetic field?
So critical magnetic field is the value of magnetic field. If that is exceeded, then the superconductor loses its
So
superconducting.
it is the minimum value of magnetic field or maximum value of magnetic field?
It's a maximum value because if it is surpassed, then the superconducting state is.
So it is the maximum value of magnetic field at a particular temperature.
Yes, sir.
Can you draw the graph of critical field versus temperature?
Critical field versus temperature. Sir, I'll have to check it.
You can use the yes.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not I'm unable to remember the proportionality. It was related to t square, but however, I'm unable to remember the exact
Okay,
proportionality.
it is a quarter of a circle.
Quarter of a circle. Okay, yes, sir. It was, sir, bm into 1 minus.
Okay, this is the graph. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and the point where the line is crossing the temperature axis, that temperature represents what?
Sir, it is the critical temperature.
Critical temperature.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now suppose take any point like T1 and T1 is less than TC.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and draw a vertical line.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so at that point the vertical line is crossing the quarter of the circle. That
Yes,
will
sir.
be the value of critical field.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the region inside quarter circle is superconducting,
Yes, sir.
and upper region is what?
Sir, upper region is the
Normal state.
normal state where it would not be
Okay,
superconductor.
now think once again. Suppose we want to convert that material from superconducting state to normal state
Yes, sir.
at the constant temperature T1.
Yes, sir.
So we have to apply maximum magnetic field or minimum magnetic field.
Sir, at T1, we'll have to apply magnetic field that should be less than B, matlab, the magnetic field at that temperature.
So it is maximum or minimum?
Sir, it is the maximum field up to which it would be superconducting.
Okay, ठीक है. And आप उसको रख दीजिए.
Yes, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. In superconductor there are two types, type 1 and type 2. What is basic difference between them?
Yes, sir. In type 1 superconductors, we have steep decrease at critical temperature in the conductivity.
Okay, understood. Type 2.
In type 2, sir, we have a temperature range over which we have transition from superconducting to normal state.
Okay, any material
Yes,
which
sir.
is type 1 superconductor and material example which is type 2.
Sir, examples, I'll have to read about it, sir.
ठीक sir.
Okay, Satyam,
Yes, sir.
there is a technology called as BLDC.
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 Okay.
Are you aware of it?
Sorry, sir. I'm not
Brushless DC.
okay, yes, sir. Brushless DC motors.
Yeah, can you tell me what is this all about? BLDC.
Sir, in case of conventional DC motors, we have carbon brushes which are provided.
Fine.
If we do not use them and use the motor without the brushes, then it must be the brushless DC motor operation. And
So, what is the advantage?
sir, like we have a brush drop of 2 voltage in general while we use DC motor. So if we do not have that, then we can have an power increase of 2 to 5% due to the absence of brush
Any
drop.
application?
Brushless DC motors, sir, I'll have to check about it. Must be railways, I think, but I'm not sure about it.
Okay. Now, can you tell me what is the use of series DC motor?
Series DC motor, sir, it has application in Indian Railways, as in series DC motor is used for railway motors.
Shunt?
Sir, application of shunt motor, sir, it was used in lathe machine, I think.
Compound?
Sorry, sir, I'm not.
Which type of motor we use in lift?
Sir, in lift, sir, we use. Sir, DC shunt motor is used in lift, I think.
Okay. Can you tell me what is the difference between soft and hard magnetic material?
So soft and hard magnetic material.
Yes.
Sir, as in, sir, soft material are those which have to be magnetized, but matlab the not permanent those things, as in electromagnets. And in hard magnetic materials, we have high permeability and they are magnetized, like they have residual field right from the beginning.
We can magnetize it hard.
No, sir, like hard are already naturally magnetized materials.
Okay. So, any application? Soft and hard.
So,
Just like you said that in electromagnets we use soft magnetic
sir.
material. For hard magnetic material, where we use we find its
So
application.
permanent magnet DC motor, we have a permanent magnet which
Okay,
would be hard.
fine. Now, can you tell me what is the active, reactive, and apparent power?
Yes, sir. So like the active power is the real power that is supplied that can be converted to another form of energy, may it be mechanical or thermal. After that, sir, the reactive power is the energy that is consumed by reactances or capacitances throughout the AC system. And the vector sum of these two is the apparent power.
Okay. Now, what is creeping?
Cribbing.
It is in energy meter.
Yes, sir. Like due to overcompensation of friction, we have the creeping phenomena that the
Is it overcompensation?
So overcompensation of friction, like as far as I remember.
The creeping means what? There will be slow movement.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you do the overcompensation due to friction, obviously it will not move.
So like up to certain extent we have to compensate the friction due to which the
Okay, creeping phenomena will exist at what? No load or load condition?
sir, no load condition.
No load condition.
Yes, sir.
Then what we will do to stop when we are detaching the load? Then the meter reading should stop,
Yes, sir.
isn't it? So obviously there is a excess rotation due to which the meter will record the reading.
Yes,
So
sir.
to stop this, what we do?
So for reducing the creeping phenomena, like we have uh, holes at the end of that ring, that aluminum disc which rotates.
So how many holes we dig?
So I'm not sure about it. Like we have diametrically opposite holes. As
Two
I-
holes.
Yes, sir.
Any specific reason why only 2 holes? Why not 3 or any other number?
Sorry, sir. I'll have to read about.
Okay. Now in 2 watt meter method, when we
Yes, sir.
use 2 watt meter for power measurement.
Yes, sir.
Now what will be the reading of the 2 watt meter at UPF, unity power factor?
At unity power factor. So like, can I solve the equation?
I think you know the formulas.
Yes, sir. I remember the formulas. So,
Okay, try once. UPF.
Yes, sir. So tan inverse root 3 into W1 minus W2 by using that equation. So that should be 1. So yes, sir. Phi should be 0 degree, 0. Sir, the readings should be equal to each other.
Equal. Now at what condition 1 watt meter will read opposite to the earlier, the first one?
So 1 watt meter would read opposite. So that should be sir, at 0 power factor condition.
Okay. Now you know that the the power cannot be negative, right?
Yes,
If
sir.
it is reading opposite, so to get the actual reading, what I have to do in the meter?
Sir, if it is reading opposite, then it must be due to the phasor that is greater than 90 degree. Must be the phase difference between
What
the voltage and
what
current.
I have to do then in that case?
Sir, reversing the meter terminals would give positive reading.
Okay. Now my last question to you is, in PMMC type of instrument, whether we go for DC or AC measurement?
Sir,
Yes.
DC because it measures average.
What if I use AC?
Sir, the needle would keep on rotating near to 0. in
Near
that
to
case.
0 at any frequency or certain frequency?
Sir, it must be at a certain frequency.
Suppose at 50 hertz.
Sir, I'll have to check the exact value, but it
Okay,
would
no
be.
issue. Sir.
Yes, Satyam.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
So I'm great, sir.
Great. So your full name is Satyam Chandrakant Khairnar.
Yes, sir.
So your name must be, I think, Satyam Chandrakant.
Satyam Khairnar. Chandrakant is my father's name.
Okay, so your father name is added in this.
Yes, sir.
Any specific reason, like?
Sir, like from the British era in Maharashtra, Gujarat, that was Bombay Presidency. The format of name was like name, father's name, and after that surname. So that is the reason of long name.
Okay, right. So you belong to Indore.
Yes, sir. I come
Indore
from.
is the cleanest city in India.
Yes, sir.
So what are the measures they are taking to clean the city or to keep it clean?
Sir, like it all started in 2014 after the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan campaign when it was launched. In 2017, Swachhata Sarvekshan was started. So during that, Indore was quite motivated to be the cleanest city, and it won the titles multiple times. So the major reasons were firstly the measures taken by municipal corporation, as in the vehicles for collection of garbage, separation of dry waste and wet waste. After that, they went to all houses in Indore. So secondly, I believe the citizens of Indore also took an extra mile to maintain the cleanliness, as in even if in the streets of Indore people take an extra mile to throw the garbage in dustbin, irrespective of like they can throw here and there, but they take extra measures for the same, and separation of waste at home level. So I believe these were the major things due to which Indore could win 7
Any
titles.
steps taken in the field of waste management by Indore Municipal Corporation?
Yes, a waste to energy plant we have of 15 megawatt in Indore, as in the waste is collected dry and wet waste. After that, sir, the waste which can be biomass that can be converted to energy for 15 megawatt. We have that plant.
Okay, great, great. So my next question will be that you are working with Tehri Dam also, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
which one do you prefer, one large dam or multiple smaller dams?
Sir, depends on the location. As in Madhya Pradesh or Rajasthan region, where I come from, there small dams are more preferable because we do not have higher heads like 260, 180 meter. At the same time, in Uttarakhand, we can have large dams of higher capacities because of
Any
large,
ethical aspect related with larger dams?
ethical aspect.
Ethical aspect means disadvantage, society problems or environmental problems.
Yes, sir. Due to larger dams, we have to for land acquisition, like we have to have interactions with local tribals, and it also affects the wildlife there because we have to dig a tunnel to start its erection commissioning, and for having the powerhouse, a huge area is required, large land is required, and also dam. For the construction of dam, we have Doob Kshetra, as in Tihri we had. So these are major reasons.
Okay. So, can you tell me what can be the possible reason between Israel-Hamas war?
Israel-Hamas war. I'm sorry, sir. I'll have to read about it because I could not be able to.
Okay. So, my last question will be that let us assume that you got selected, and
Yes,
after getting selected, your father want to marry you in a wealthy family.
Okay.
Okay. But you are insisting that you do not want any kind of dowry. So
Yes,
you do
sir.
not want any dowry, nothing else. But girl's father are insisting very much on giving you a very good car, very costly car, some jewelry to their daughter also. So would you accept this gift from girl's father?
Sorry, sir. Like I'll have a talk with him and try to convince him regarding the social things. Like it is the, matlab we all have to grow as society, so it is not acceptable. So I'll try to convince him and try to not accept such
But
gifts.
even if they insist on giving gold jewelry to their daughter, then
Sir, it would be between the daughter and her father. So I believe that it would be up to them. However, in case of me, I would suggest that the same thing should not be done, as it would give a wrong message to society. So, that.
great, good. So,
Okay, your interview is completed.
Yes,
Please
sir.
wait outside for a minute.
Sure,
We'll call
sir.
you back. सत्यम, टेक्निकली यू आर गुड, मगर क्या हो रहा है पता है आपको, कुछ क्वेश्चंस को थोड़ा हर्री में यू आर गिविंग द रॉन्ग आंसर. आई आस्क्ड अबाउट कॉगिंग और यू आर ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लेन अबाउट क्रॉलिंग.
Yes, sir.
थोड़ा क्वेश्चन सुनो, एक होना बोल तो 5 सेकंड 10 सेकंड थोड़ा रुक के बोलिए.
Yes, sir.
ओके, टेक्निकली मेनी क्वेश्चंस यू करेक्ट आंसर, बट कुछ क्वेश्चन थोड़ा हर्री रे क्या हो रहा है, यू आर डूइंग मिस्टेक. प्लीज
Yes,
डू
sir.
दैट करेक्शन. योर ड्रेस इज अ गुड, सीटिंग पोजीशन थोड़ा बैक साइड कंफर्टेबल है.
Okay.
हाँ, देखिए ऐसे बैठो, थोड़ा आउट,
Okay.
थोड़ा हाँ
Yes, sir.
बैक. हाँ, नो इट इज़ गुड पोजीशन.
Okay.
एंड वो जो ग्रीन स्टोन कुछ तो है ना, कोई तो अंदर रख लो, नहीं तो इट इज़ बेटर अगेन. अदरवाइज दे आल्सो क्वेश्चंस रिलेटेड टू थ्रेड आल्सो.
Yes, sir.
उसका इंपॉर्टेंस क्या है सब
Okay,
कुछ.
Yes, sir.
चॉइस इज योर्स.
Sure, sir.
दे मे आस्क अ क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड दैट वन अदरवाइज.
I'll not carry it to the.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
सर,
Yes, sir.
ONGC से रिलेटेड जो डिटेल्स हैं आपके पास, उसमें थोड़ा सा आपको और इंक्लूड कर लेना है कुछ पॉइंट्स.
Yes, sir.
मैंने आपको एक मेल ड्रॉप कर दिया है,
Okay.
तो उसमें ONGC के सारे डिटेल्स हैं कि
Yes, sir.
आपको क्या क्या डाटा याद रखना चाहिए. ठीक है. दूसरा, इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल से रिलेटेड जो गवर्नमेंट स्कीम्स हैं लाइक फेम इंडिया स्कीम, देख लीजिए, हो सकता है
Okay.
पूछा जा सकता है. तो इसके रिगार्डिंग भी एक मेल ड्रॉप किया है, सो दैट कि आपको ज़्यादा एफर्ट नहीं करना पड़े. और आप एक्सप्लेनेशन में, सोलर सेल के एक्सप्लेनेशन में आप मोनोक्रिस्टलाइन, पॉलीक्रिस्टलाइन टर्म्स यूज़ कर रहे हैं. आप ट्राई करें कि आप इसको नहीं यूज़ करें, क्योंकि अगर आप यूज़ करेंगे तो क्रिस्टलाइन स्ट्रक्चर में क्वेश्चन पूछने का बहुत स्कोप है.
Yes, sir.
कम्प्लीटली मटेरियल साइंस में एंटर हो सकते हैं इंटरव्यूअर. ओके, तो उसमें जब आपने रिप्लाई किया तो आपने ये पीवी डायोड ऐसा टर्म यूज़ किया, दैट इज़ ओके, वो ठीक है. सिलिकॉन मटेरियल का बना होता है, ये सब टर्म्स आप यूज़ करें तो वो सेफर होगा आपके लिए.
Okay.
और सिलिकॉन यूज़ करने से बहुत हुआ तो सेमीकंडक्टर के जो सिंपल क्वेश्चंस बनते हैं वो पूछे जाएंगे, दैट इज़ ओके, उसमें आपको प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी. बाकी और भी एक दो मेल किया है जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के पावर स्कीम्स हैं उनसे रिलेटेड, एक बार देख लीजिएगा, हो सकता है पूछा जा सकता है।
यस सर।
ठीक है सर।
सत्यम, टेक्निकल वाइज तो सही है, चूँकि आपने इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन से भी दिया ना गेट,
हाँ
तो आप ट्रांसड्यूसर एक बार पढ़ के चले जाना, क्योंकि ट्रांसड्यूसर
sir.
से क्वेश्चंस आ जाएंगे। फाइन, और थोड़े बहुत मेजरमेंट को भी देख लेना, क्योंकि
हाँ.
इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन से दिए ना, तो वहाँ से आपको क्वेश्चन बन जाएंगे। इलेक्ट्रिकल से तो पूछे ही जाएंगे,
हाँ
आईएन से भी आपसे लिया जाए, तो ट्रांसड्यूसर ये सब देखना, एक्टिव क्या होता है, पैसिव क्या होता है, कैसे एलवीडीटी कैसे काम करता
हाँ.
है, प्रेशर मेजरमेंट कैसे करते हैं, स्ट्रेन गेज क्या होता है, थर्मिस्टर्स, ये सब जो बेसिक चीज़ जो आप लोग आपके सिलेबस में है, उसको एक बार रिवाइज करके चले जाइए। ठीक है,
sir.
बाकी अच्छा कर रहे हैं आप, ठीक है, ऑल द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू सर।
Yes, Satyam, from your general awareness point of view, you are a good candidate,
यस सर।
and but I have few suggestions for you.
यस सर।
एक तो बात यह है कि you are from IIT, तो expectations are high from you.
यस सर।
You are already working also
यस सर।
and a good company, good organization, तो expectation further increase हो जाती है। तो जैसे होता क्या है कि once your interview starts and the interviewer sees that you are a good candidate, so they would like to grill you more, and further question level will increase. So therefore you are expected to know about the current situations that are going on in the world, like Israel Hamas war क्या है, क्यों हो रहा है ये, है ना, और रशिया यूक्रेन वॉर क्या रीजन है इसके। हालांकि नॉर्मल कैंडिडेट से नहीं पूछेंगे, बट आपसे एक्सपेक्टेड है ये, है ना। इसके अलावा फिर लाइक सुनीता विलियम्स स्पेस में स्टक है काफ़ी दिनों से, क्या रीजन
Okay.
है, चंद्रयान क्या है, आदित्य L1 मिशन क्या है, क्वांटम मिशन क्या है, तो ये सब कुछ प्रोग्राम आप देख जाओ, ये सब बनेंगे क्वेश्चन आपसे। देन आई वुड लाइक टू से कि लाइक फ्यू पर्सनालिटी वाइज मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि योर हेयर इज़ लाइक समवट मेसी लग रहा है ये,
अच्छा।
तो इसको थोड़ा सा आप सही कर लोगे तो इट विल गिव यू लाइक इम्प्रेशन की ऑफिसर लाइक क्वालिटी या पर्सनालिटी दिखती है फिर।
यस सर।
एंड देन आपके जो जूते होने चाहिए और बेल्ट होना चाहिए वो सेम कलर का हो तो बेटर रहता है।
ओके।
ठीक है, तो ये थोड़ा ध्यान रखिएगा आप। बाकी टाई थोड़ा फॉर्मल हो तो ज़्यादा सही है, थोड़ा सा इनफॉर्मल लग रहा है।
यस सर।
कंप्लीट प्लेन टाई पहन के जाओ, दैट इज़ ऑलवेज बेटर।
Yes,
ब्लू
sir.
है कंप्लीट प्लेन टाई, ब्लैक पैंट, ये सब थोड़ा पर्सनालिटी आपका एनहेंस कर देगा।
यस सर।
आपके पावर क्या है इसका, स्पेक्स का, ये सब आप देख के जाओ,
ओके।
है ना। ठीक है, बस बाकी तो एवरीथिंग इज गुड, यू कैन बिकम वेरी गुड कैंडिडेट।
Mr. Satyam, based on your performance, we have given you 130 marks.
130।
Yes.
यस सर।
आप और कुछ ले आ सकते हैं।
यस सर।
Wish you all the best.
थैंक यू सर।
ऑल द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू
All
सर।
the best.